What's up guys, Steve here with another update in regards to the weekly unemployment boost as issued in the executive orders by the president over the weekend. Now it looks like we're going to be going down this road, so I'm going to be covering what has unfolded, when we can expect to see this start, what things will look like going forward, and what are some of the snags we might hit as we move forward. Now this is very important to tens of millions of Americans right now across the country that are currently unemployed due to the pandemic. So if you guys appreciate these updates, if you like this, if you could do me a quick favor, smash the like button. I would appreciate it. It would just take a second. YouTube success is pretty much based on interactions, so when you hit the like button and leave a comment, it helps me out a ton. And also, if you guys would like to continue to get updates like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so that way every time I upload video updates, you can get that information right away. All right, so first a little bit of context for you. Over the weekend, the president issued 1 executive order and 3 executive memorandums to help provide provisions to the Americans in need at this time. Now, these included additional assistance to unemployment benefits, a payroll tax deferral, assistance to renters and homeowners, and also student loan payment relief. Now, this comes after several weeks of negotiations with Congress trying to come to some terms of agreement for the next relief bill. They were unable to do so, and negotiations ended last Friday, and then the very next day, Saturday, the president issued these executive orders. Now, Congress was unable to come to any sort of agreement despite the fact that several provisions in the CARES Act had just expired the week before on July 31st. Now, one of those provisions that expired was the FPUC $600 weekly boost on top of unemployment benefits. This provided an additional $600 on top of regular unemployment benefits, which for the average American is roughly around $333. Now, one of the president's executive memorandums addressed this, and it was known as the Lost Wages Assistance Program, which would provide an additional $400 a week on top of unemployment benefits. This would apply to those that were collecting unemployment or PUA. And this would provide $300 from federal funds, which would come from the Disaster Relief Program. Approximately $44 billion would be coming from that to fund this. And then $100 were expected to come from states, from the CRF, which was federal funds that were issued to states prior to this. Now, immediately following these executive orders being issued, the legality of it was immediately questioned. They said that the president did not have the authority to issue new funds, which he said was true. However, he said that he was not issuing new funds, he was simply reallocating funds to go ahead and provide assistance to the American people. And he said that if they wanted to go ahead and challenge him in court, to go ahead and do so. However, whoever was doing this was evil, because they were stopping him from going ahead and providing provisions to the American people when Congress was unable to figure out a way to do so. So over the weekend, it was anticipated that Democratic members of Congress would be challenging the president's executive orders. However, come Monday morning, nobody decided to challenge them because nobody wanted to be the bad guy that would be stopping provisions from going forward. However, Democratic members of Congress and White House officials said they were ready to go back to negotiating. They were ready to restart negotiations to try to come to an agreement for the next relief bill. Now, in regards to when we can expect to see this $400 weekly boost help out the unemployed, Democrats said that what was proposed was extremely complicated and hard to implement, and it would take weeks, if not months, to get this started. However, when Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and Larry Kudlow were asked, they said it should take about 2 weeks. And when Vice President Mike Pence was asked, he said that this will begin immediately. It is anticipated that those right now that have seen a drastic drop in their unemployment benefits will see this applied retroactively. Now, during an interview today, White House Economic Advisor Larry Kudlow said that if states would give $100 per week to the unemployed, that federal funds would provide an additional $300 for a total of $400 per week. Now, when Larry Kudlow was asked, what if states are unable to afford the $100 per week to their unemployed? And he said, states will do it. They've been doing it, and the White House has changed the mechanics of the deal to help states be able to go ahead and do it. And if they like to be more generous, they can even do that as well. Now, at this time, there are a lot of states that are saying they're not sure if they're going to be able to implement this $400 per week to unemployment benefits. And so right here, I pulled up a chart from Twitter. This is from Matt Darling, showing the current status of what states are saying. Green, those that will implement it. Yellow, saying those that will implement a limited version of it. Red, those who cannot implement this according to what they're saying. And purple, those who are unsure. So you can see at this time, there are a lot of states that are not sure if they're going to be able to implement this or not, and this is by far going to be a state-by-state case. Now, another concern of a lot of the critics of the executive order is the amount of people that are going to be left out of this. Unlike the FPUC boost, which allowed pretty much anybody that was on unemployment or PUA to collect the FPUC benefits, this $400 weekly boost that's included in the executive order says that you must be collecting $100 of unemployment benefits or PUA to qualify. If you are collecting less than that, you do not qualify for this $400 weekly boost. Now, another issue that people have with this is how long is this program going to last? Now, it says in the memorandum until the end of the year or until funds are depleted. Well, they're saying that there's about $44 billion that are being reallocated from the disaster relief funds to go ahead and get this program going. However, they're saying with the amount of people that are currently unemployed at $400 per week, that this is going to be depleted very fast. As a matter of fact, they're suggesting as little as 4 weeks and at the most maybe 7 or 8 weeks. So this is probably going to last maybe about 1 or 2 months. So people are saying that this program is not going to be taking care of people for a very long time at all. However, as I mentioned earlier, Congress said they are ready to get back to the negotiating table and get something rolling so that way they can get a relief bill that will provide provisions to the American people. So I think the hopes is that we're going to go ahead and have this implemented. It's going to start rolling out. And in the meantime, Congress can get together and get something rolling so that way before this expires, they can have something ready to help out the unemployed. So down in the description below, I went ahead and put a link to the memorandum so you can go ahead and check it out for yourself. Go ahead and take a look through it, make sure that everything I said matches up correctly. And also, if you guys would just do me another quick favor, smash the like button. I would appreciate it. It'll just take a second. And also, if you'd like to continue to get more video updates, as I mentioned, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. And also, if you'd like a chance to get 2 free stocks, there's a link in the description below. When you use my link for the Webull app and you fund your account with as little as $100, you can get 2 free stocks, and one of which could be valued up to $1,400. Well, you guys, I hope that this update helps. I hope that this reaches you well, and I hope that things unfold here very quickly and very fast for those that need it. God bless. This is Steve.